2000s versus 2020s music. God, this is
Oh, Jay.
this is the most fucking Alex pick I've ever seen. Fuck, man. This is so it's so subjective.
Look, I listen to Daft Punk and Jamiroquai, so I think it's pretty obvious
Yeah, that's just
where
90s.
my tastes are going to be. Yeah.
90s and 2000s.
Like 2000s for me.
For me, okay, for this, we're not going to delve on this too deeply, obviously, because I don't know if you guys have any deep opinions on this at all.
Beeps and boops. I actually don't have an opinion.
No.
Yeah, I think we'll keep this short. I think neither is better than the other because it completely depends on the genre. Some genre, I think pop music is better than it's ever been now. But you go back to some other stuff like, you know, say, because again, it depends on what you like at the end of the day. You know, because I feel like, okay, yeah, Kanye West Graduation era, I think everybody can agree is better than the shit he's making now. You know, I don't think you even the most hardcore Kanye fan can tell you that, you know what? We missed the 2000s Kanye. Definitely.
Yeah, but do you think there is a best period of music? Not 2000s versus 2020s. Do you think there is a best period of music?
Depends what you like. At the end of the day. Okay, let's say
if you like rock and roll, there's so many different eras that you could like a lot.
It's like, you know,
60s punk was really fucking cool too.
Yeah. If you like say look at like punk music, right? I think most people will tell you that like, yeah, the beginnings of punk, like late 70s, early 80s was definitely where it was the peak. You know, you look at like say metal music, like, okay, it depends how Puritan are you with these different genres, right? Whereas if you're just a general music enjoyer, I think 2020s I would pick 2020s over 2000s because music has just evolved more in those 20 years. And there is just like more, I guess, like, well, maybe like, I would almost say like less gatekeepiness in the 2020s than compared to the 2000s.
I don't know, because I think about this, and this is probably going to be like a fucking misinformed take as someone who does not know anything about music. I look back at 2000s music, and obviously I have major nostalgia over like 2000s music.
Sure.
Because that's the era I grew up in. Are there songs that I liked as a kid that I think that my kids will listen to and be like, yo, that was a banger song? I don't know. Do you think that our kids are going to look back at this era of music in the same way we look back at our parents' generation? You know,
yeah, probably.
Yes.
You think so?
I think kids are already starting to do that. I mean, look at the fact that fucking The Weeknd brought back the sound of the 80s.
Yeah, The Weeknd, I feel like, will be that in like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, do you think like people will listen to shit like, I don't know, Papa Roach or like Sum 41 and be like...
people stopped listening to Papa Roach like 3 years after they broke out. No one fucking listens to Papa Roach.
I'm sure there'll be like music like that.
Yeah,
like,
but when I hear it, it hits different.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
You know? But that's the thing, right? Is that like it completely depends on A, what kind of music you even gravitate towards on a personal level. B, how much nostalgia music plays, because I would say music more than any medium plays on nostalgia more than anything. And 3, it depends on how open you are to today's music. If you're completely shut off from today's music and you're just like, nah, anything past like 2010 is all shit and I don't care for it because it's new and I'm going to stay in my little hug box of the stuff that I grew up with, then yeah, obviously music today is going to suck. But like, you know, that fucking, the Snake album there, the new Deftones album is fucking amazing. The Weeknd stuff, fucking amazing. You know, like there's great music coming out today. It's just, it all depends on how you even consume the medium to begin with.
Yeah, well, okay, let's talk about, I guess, you know, I feel like there was good music if you look out for it, whatever era, you know, whichever one of these eras.
Yes.
What about kind of like pop culture in terms of what songs and what artists are dominated modern culture of that time?
Like, what do you mean by that?
As in, you're saying great music is being made now, and I agree with you. Great music is being made now. I think great music is always being made.
Yes.
I think when it comes to discussing which era is better, it's more of like discussing what are the artists and songs that defined that era of music. You know, is this because obviously each era, each decade has different vibes, a different artist that kind of like defines the era of that music.
Yeah.
Like for example, rock and roll, it's not like it stopped existing in these eras, but
Yeah.
it definitely is.
It's not the zeitgeist anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, totally.
Yeah.
And and that's the thing, right? Is that like, I think, say for example, hip hop more than anything today is like the driving force. I would even argue that in some respects, hip hop is popular music because it's and especially when you compare it to like the 2000s, it is so much more in the zeitgeist today than it ever was. But then you say, look at, say like Deftones, for instance. They were definitely in their peak in the 2000s or even earlier than that, right? But they're still around today and they're still making great music. So it's hard to define as a whole because each genre has moved and shifted in completely different ways. And it depends on, like, in your mind, if you're thinking of it in like a Puritan status, it's like, okay, in your mind, where do you personally view the genre fell off? Or where do you personally view it as it peaked? Is it commercial level? Is it like quality level? Depending on how you define it. It's like too multifaceted, I feel. I feel like, though, at the end of the day, pop music, I think, is so much more interesting today than it has ever been because people are more open to different genre combinations.
I'm listening to any of this shit.
The fact that country music is coming back now is like, no one fucking saw that coming in the 2000s.
I didn't even know it was gone or that it was back.
Yeah.
Or anything to do with country music. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, well, I'm talking to the wrong crowd here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could engage with you more here.
Yeah.
My straight up answer is like,
Neither.
it's too broad of a topic. But I will say 2020's music is probably better because there's more experimentation now because there's just been more time to
And also
experiment
more
with
access
genres.
to making music.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And also just the fact that the internet has granted independent musicians to actually have a fucking chance.
Yeah.
In the
SoundCloud rappers, God bless.
well, not even yeah.
I know, I was kidding. I was kidding.
No, but like that's the thing though. Like, sites like Bandcamp now are actually giving independent artists who probably had close to zero chance of ever breaking it into the mainstream now, because of the internet, actually have a chance to like get a fan base and make money and sometimes be more successful than these quote unquote mainstream artists. Whereas in the 2000s, if you weren't part of a major label, you had no fucking chance.
Yeah.
So I think 2020s is better in terms of music.
Yeah, you have to be good to rise to the top.
Yeah,
Or
you
have great
actually have to be
marketing.
good. Yeah, good marketing, or you actually have to be good or be actually unique to stand out.
Yeah.
Let's do the final slide then for this
So-
episode. All right, Joey, take it away.
2000s versus 2020s fashion.
I mean,
well, jorts are coming back, right?
everything comes back.
Yeah.
What I've learned is that everything comes back.
Yeah.
Denim is coming back now.
The only thing that doesn't come back is like fucking 1930s and 1950s.
Like the pugilist era.
Yeah, like Victorian fits.
Yeah.
But then, Lolita and I even got recommended this one subreddit. I don't even know what it was called. It was some fashion term I'd never heard of.
Okay.
People loved it. And it seemed like Lolita to me, but I guess it was adjacent to Lolita.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I think fashion is literally whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. I think 2020s is probably better in this case as well because now people have more freedom to be independent and like self-expressive.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
I will tell you one thing.
2000s has emo.
I was
that's
going to
just-
say, I'll tell you one thing that I don't fucking miss is the emo and scene kids fashion.
You don't miss that?
I do not miss that.
No, I think
I
think
hated it
emo-
back then and I still hate it
Bro,
now.
fuck off. You.
It's- I
was
don't
cringe
care.
back then.
I don't care. It is cringe. It's
don't
cringe.
care, man.
And look, if
I don't
that
care.
made you happy, then good on
I
you.
won't lie. I hate mullets.
Dude, same.
Mullet has an aura to it of like, you just like, I don't want to fucking hang out with that kind of person.
I look at a mullet and I'm like, I don't know why. I can't prove it, but you probably beat your wife. I just...
On my flight back this morning, there was 3 dudes next to me who had mullets.
Yeah.
And they were the exact type of personality you thought they were.
Yeah.
And when the plane was taking off, I saw his phone and it was just him scrolling through Instagram. Every single post looked like another fuckboy at another party. I'm not kidding. It was the exact kind of like, look, I'm guilty. I love a good phone snoop of strangers. I
Yeah.
love seeing what strangers like what they follow and what their feed looks like.
Sure.
Yeah, the mullet energy, not one I fuck with.
No, not at all. Did you ever own a pair of skinny jeans?
Yeah, I used to exclusively wear skinny jeans.
Oh, really?
Up until like 4 years ago.
Oh, shit,
4 or
really?
5 years ago, I used to wear only skinny jeans.
I don't think I've ever owned a pair of skinny jeans.
But I'm like the worst person to wear them because I have such fat ass legs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how did you?
How did you get them on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Uniqlo stretch jeans.
Oh,
okay.
I would have low taper. So bottom would taper, and then the top was like normally baggier.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. 2000s is just better.
You're just playing devil's advocate, and I respect it, Grant. You know what? You know what? Like the fucking hip hop fashion and baggy fashion.
Yeah, because this was at the peak of the bling era. as
That
well.
was fun. That was fun. I
That
missed
was fun. I will admit.
2000s was a fun era for fashion. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it was all good. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it was good for
Yeah.
we're only saying that because we're looking back at the 2000s. We're going to look back at the 2020s and be like, yo, this is so cringe.
Well, I
man.
think,
Of course,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
like certain things will keep and other things will drop.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Every fashion, like, you know, even like from here and stuff. I think some of the stuff, some fashion aspects we've kept on to, and other ones that we've just we've got rid of. Like
fashion just goes in a circle anyway.
Yeah, it does, it does.
There'll be a time probably in 10 years where 2000s fashions comes back, and there'll be.
I would argue it's already back. And you know what? Didn't come back with it? The emo and scene kids.
you know,
Because it evolved into golf.
I saw someone who and I've made this argument on Trash Station before, and I'll make it again. There was a post I saw on Twitter that they were talking about. There was like some extravagant looking suit. It was like crazy. It had like capes and stuff.
Yeah.
They were like, why can't men wear this? And then someone quote retweeted, had like 200K likes. They were like, men will make fun of women's fashion and then wear the exact same suit. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. Don't you dare change the suit. That is the one thing that we all have and we all agree this is good and it's enough.
Exactly.
It is the only piece of fashion that we have as men that we can all rely on and we all agree is acceptable for formal situations.
Yeah.
The suit does not need to be changed. Do not change it. Change aspects of it, upgrade little bits. Don't you fucking dare change the suit. It's the only thing that we have.
Yeah.
Hopeless men who know nothing about fashion, they know they can put on that damn suit and they'll look good. It's the only thing we have.
Facts.
Don't change it.
Say it louder.
That's right. That's what I mean. Don't fuck with the suit. It is ours.
It is. It is.
When you talk to girls like, I don't know what dress I'm going to wear. Boys, I'm like, I know what I'm going to wear.
Yes.
A motherfucking suit.
I have one choice.
And thank God we have that
Yeah.
because we don't have to think. We just got to get that goddamn suit and we hope we fit in it.
We
That's
hit
all.
peak hundreds of years ago.
And you know what? There has never been a case where you don't be like, God damn, you look good. When your friends wearing the suit, you all think like, God, he dressed up.
Yeah.
He looks great.
Immaculate.
It's you know what I mean? It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Men, do not change the suit. We've hit gold. Let's
We
stick
have.
with it. If
Yeah.
other men want to add
It's
things to
worked
it,
for
change
hundreds
it.
of years.
Good,
you know?
good. Yeah, let them change it if they want to change it. But
Yeah.
but there are edge cases. Our suit and our core values of the suit will not change. We're keeping the damn suit.
You know what is one like fashion resurgence that I have just never understood how it happened?
What?
How did Crocs become cool?
Because
They moved to like limited drops, and they just changed the whole marketing around it.
Because was this the same thing in the UK where like if back in the 2000s when Crocs came out and you were caught wearing Crocs, then it was like, oh, I can bully you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
because they were marketed at like kids, but now they've kind of gone the hype
I mean,
beast route.
they're still marketed to kids.
Yeah,
Like,
but they're more hype beast now.
yeah.
But now it's Birkenstocks, bro.
No,
Yeah, Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks have been around for a long time.
Yeah, but Birkenstocks are in now.
No,
I wear them. I know.
dude, Birkins were around in like fucking 20.
No, I'm telling you, they've replaced the croc meta.
No, they haven't.
Yeah.
You know
When
what the meta is right now? It's jorts and Crocs.
No, Crocs.
Yes, it is.
Crocs are out, bro.
Jorts and Crocs
Crocs are
are
out.
the big combo now in the fashion world. And you know what? If you asked me 20 years ago that this was going to be the hot thing, I would have been like, I don't want to live on this planet.
I'm gonna die on my birch.
I'm
chat.
gonna die.
I'll die on my
you're telling me
birch.
2020's fashion is superior.
I mean, yeah. Kind of.
Either way, I hate fashion.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to Jerry.
Okay.
I don't know anything on what I'm talking about.
Okay.